Things got heated on Capitol Hill yesterday as House Republicans accused Attorney General Merrick Garland of weaponizing the Justice Department. GOP members of the Judiciary Committee took a combative approach while the AG pushed back.
There's one investigation protecting President Biden. There's another one attacking President Trump.
I am not the president's lawyer. I will add, I am not Congress's prosecutor. The Justice Department works for the American people.
Well, Catherine Herridge watched all the proceedings and is joining us now with more. So, Catherine, you know, the thing about these sorts of hearings is that there tends to be talking points or scripted points that both sides stick to no matter what, even if the questions have been answered over and over and over again. So what were Republican lawmakers focused on and what were Democratic lawmakers focused on?
So, Anne-Marie, good to be with you. Republicans were focused on what they see as a fundamental disconnect in the Justice Department's decision. The Justice Department has maintained that then U.S. Attorney David Weiss always had the ultimate authority to bring charges in this case in whatever venue he wanted. But Republicans ask, okay, then why did he need this special counsel status about 5 years into the investigation? What it would seem is that David Weiss wanted all of those powers and authorities in black and white after whistleblowers came forward and said that U.S. attorneys in California and Washington, D.C. had refused to partner with him on charges.
So then on the other hand, Democrats had sort of different focus. No surprise there. I want to play a little sound from Congressman Jerry Nadler before we get to what Democrats were asking about.
They have wasted countless taxpayer dollars on baseless investigations into President Biden and his family, desperate to find evidence for an absurd impeachment.
All right, so there you got a little taste of it. Democrats basically saying this is a waste of time.
Democrats' line of questioning was clearly designed to show that Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, was not being directed by the White House or anyone connected with the Biden family. And his testimony, which was somewhat surprising, is he said he's been hands off not only on the special counsel investigation into Hunter Biden, but also the special counsel investigation by Jack Smith into former President Donald Trump. And what we heard consistently from Garland is that David Weiss will answer those questions for Republicans, and David Weiss has all the answers as to why he's taken the strategy he has. And this will be made clear once he issues a final report. And as you know, Anne-Marie, that's one of the things that makes a special counsel different, is that there is a final report, and Garland said he intends to make that public.
Very interesting. Meanwhile, next Thursday, the Ways and Means Committee will start the impeachment inquiry into President Biden. Do you think what we saw yesterday is sort of a little inkling, a preview of what we might see next week?
I think it gives us a sense of the direction of the impeachment inquiry. What to watch for next week is that we have these three committees who are leading it in the House: Oversight, Ways and Means, which is responsible for tax information. That's why it's been key in the Hunter Biden investigation. And then also Judiciary, which covers the Justice Department, where I am right now. So look for a coordinated strategy between these committees and sort of what they're really digging in on. What we anticipate is that it's going to be this allegation that Hunter Biden's business deals were designed to enrich the entire family, including Joe Biden. So there might not be that smoking gun bank transfer to then Vice President Biden, but it didn't matter because what we found is over $20 million went to members of that family and their associates when President Biden was vice president.
All right, Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.